talk to us a little bit about last night's scrimmage against Burns. Tell us what you liked, what you've seen from your quarterback, Michele Colasurdo, and the rest of the offense.
I think it was a great start for us. It's always a great opportunity to play good competition, and I think that's our goal in the preseason with the schedule that we put together. We really want to play some challenging teams. If we're fortunate enough to be playing in December, we want to play as many good teams as we possibly can leading up to that point. I thought we had a pretty good night offensively. With it just being 6 days into fall camp, there's definitely things that we needed to work on. We remained healthy, and that's a priority, I think, for most coaches in the preseason. So we saw a lot of good things. It was good to get a result. It's fun to watch our guys compete. But we've got a lot of things that we can still get better at.
Coach, just the first few weeks out there and in the first couple of days, you guys just start, camp recently here and then jump right into a scrimmage and challenge yourself, taking on a very good Burns team. Talk about the benefit of these kind of scrimmages and challenging you guys self with the bigger 5A school. How does that help you guys prepare for the season?
It's a lot different. Once you get into fall camp, we had a very challenging summer schedule from a passing league standpoint. So as you start to transition back into football, the game's very different, from a run game perspective. And then the passing game, you're seeing different coverages than you see during the summer. Burns is a fantastic team, very well coached. We've had the opportunity to work with those guys and scrimmage those guys the past 2 or 3 years. So we've grown our relationship with them. It's fun to go play teams that you can respect. They do things the right way. But our preseason schedule, our non-region schedule, we have several 5A teams scheduled. We scrimmage Spartan High coming up next Saturday. We play Bowling Springs in our non-region schedule. Greer, fantastic 4A team. We're trying to prepare ourselves for playoff time so that we feel like we played just as good, if not better, teams early on in the season that we'll see in the playoffs.
And, Coach, I know you're the offensive side of the ball, but defensively last night for you guys, I was impressed with how the defense got the ball back to the offense, creating those turnovers. Talk about how this team, the offense and defense are looking like they're going to complement each other pretty well.
Absolutely. Our defense has made some changes schematically over the summer, and I think our guys have embraced it. They're having a great time. They're flying around. Coach Mullins does a great job on the defensive side of the ball. I think we're going to see a little bit of a different defense than we've had in the past. We're very talented up front. Our secondary's fast, explosive, big, come down, fill the gaps. So really, really excited there. And it makes us better. The first 6 days of camp, they're really playing with a chip on their shoulders. We've had a luxury, and it's been nice to receive some praise on the offensive side of the ball the last couple of years. But I think those guys have really taken the heart to try to change the narrative of what we're good at, and that's not just on the offensive side of the ball, but that's to be a great defensive team as well.
As we talked to you guys a little bit Monday at the media day, talking to Coach Hodge, Coach said that he felt like this was the strongest Chapman team that he's had from top to bottom that he's ever had. And we were blown away by that because you guys have had some great teams over the years. But do you agree with that, Coach? Do you think this is the best team that you guys have had, in recent times?
I definitely think it has the potential to be. We're very talented, and we have a close-knit group. A lot of these guys have played a lot of football together, and that's always important. You go back and look 2-3 years ago when we had teams that made it to the state championship. You kind of feel the same vibe. I think a lot of things have to go right during the season in order for you to be successful from a win-loss perspective. But we're as talented as we've ever been. That's our skill positions. That's at our line. We're going through some depth issues up front, mixing and matching some fronts on the defensive line and on the offensive line. And if we have the ability to secure that, I think that the outlook on the season is very positive from everybody, knowing that we've got a chance to be the best that's ever played there. We've never had a team go 15-0. That's something that our guys talk about. That's a goal, and I think that's something that they shouldn't shy away from because we have the ability to do that.
Coach, last year, McKaylee, first-time starter for you guys, had such a terrific season. We joked with him on Monday. It seemed like every week he was a guy that was in the discussion for our Player of the Week award. And now here in year two, expectations a little bit more. What do you expect to see from him here in year two? What would you like to see from him?
McKaylee's such a special kid. He's really grown into a leader on our football team. He's someone that's going to be the first one in, the last one to leave. He's really taken the next step forward in his preparation and how he goes about the game. You saw that last night early on. I thought we were really, really sharp to be our first live game mentality. But from a protection standpoint, to making sure we've got everything up front right, to getting his guys ready to play. We give him full control. We kind of joke he's the second offensive coordinator of the football team. He has free range to get us into different plays. That's within our run game. That's within our pass game. So I expect a really big year out of McKaylee. He has the ability to take us where we want to go. So we're really excited that he's the guy that's behind the center pulling the trigger for us.
And Coach, you guys mentioned you guys have a few more scrimmages coming up here, after your first one against Burns. Tell me some of the things that you feel like you guys could work on and improve a little bit on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, if you saw the game last night or if you looked at our statistics, we may have led the nation in penalty yards last night. So that's something that we'll continue to work on. We have to eliminate shooting ourselves in the foot. It's not fun when you look up and it's second and 25s and third and 30s. So we'll definitely look at cleaning up some things that we need to make sure that we're putting ourselves in favorable down and distance situations. We still need to be more physical. We love to stretch people vertically, and that's kind of what we're known for. But I think what makes us successful is we make you play sideline to sideline. And in order to do that, your receivers have to be very physical out wide. Helps with your RPOs, helps with your run game. So those would be things that we focus on in the next couple of weeks.
And I know you guys are going to be looking to clean those things up. What's coming up for you guys next week? I know you're going to have a full slate of practice next week, but who you got in some scrimmages coming up?
Yeah, busy week. We're hosting Greer at home on Tuesday. We'll let it be more of a true scrimmage type. So we'll get to go over some different scenarios, put us in different down and distances, work on some things in more of a controlled environment. And then next Saturday, we go to Greer, and we'll be playing Spartan High, and it's at 10:30 in the morning. So an early start for us, but another opportunity to play a great coach team that is very talented, that will get us set up and ready to go for our first game against Union.
Coach, we appreciate you taking the time with us and joining us on this Saturday morning, and a great start for you guys as you guys get the 14-6 win over Burns, and we wish you the best of luck as you guys continue getting ready for the season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you having us on.
All right. Thank you, Coach.